impeachment trial. Yesterday, the prosecution presented their witness. This was an NBI agent.
Sure. So, can I go?
Magandang hapon sa lahat ng aking friends and families.
Hi guys.
The Sergeant at Arms is directed to make a proclamation.
All persons are commanded to keep silent under pain of penalty while the impeachment court is in session for the trial of Vice President SARA Duterte.
The impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte is hereby called to order. We shall be led in prayer by Senator Pia Cayetano.
Let us bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with a deep sense of responsibility. We ask for your wisdom, Lord, the kind of wisdom that seeks only what is true and what is right. As senator judges, may we listen carefully, reason clearly, and decide justly. May we never lose sight of the fact that our role here is not to serve any interest, but the interest of the Filipino people and the integrity of our institutions. We pray for fairness in every step of this process. May the truth be heard, may the evidence speak for itself, and may justice, whatever form it takes, be arrived at with honesty and with clear conscience. We also pray for our nation. We know that moments like this can divide us. May this process, difficult as it is, bring us closer to the kind of Philippines we all want to live in, one where no one is above the law and where every Filipino can trust that justice is real. In your word, Book of Timothy 2, verses 1 to 2, Timothy urges the people to pray, petition, and intercede for their leaders. We are a prayerful nation, O Lord. Please hear our prayers. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. The clerk of court will now call the roll.
Roll call of members. Senator Judge Aquino. Senator Judge Cayetano Alan. Senator Judge Cayetano Pia. Senator Judge De La Rosa. Senator Judge Ejercito. Senator Judge Estrada. Senator Judge Go. Senator Judge Ontiveros. Senator Judge Lacson. Senator Judge Lapid. Senator Judge Legarda. Senator Judge Marcoleta. Senator Judge Marcos. Senator Judge Padilla. Senator Judge Pangilinan. Senator Judge Soto III. Senator Judge Tulfo Erwin. Senator Judge Tulfo Rafi. Senator Judge Villanueva. Senator Judge Villar Camille. Senator Judge Villar Mark. Senator Judge Zubiri. The presiding officer, Senator Judge Escudero. Senate President Gatchalian.
With 20 senators present, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. We recognize the presiding officer, Senator Chis Escudero.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. The presiding officer dispenses with the reading of the journal, and if there are unless there are objections, considers the journal of July 7, 2026 as approved. The clerk of court will please call the case before the impeachment court.
Case number 004-2026 in the matter of impeachment trial of Vice President SARA Zimmerman Duterte.
Appearances of the parties. Tech, kindly turn on the mic.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Same appearance for the prosecution. We are ready, Your Honor.
Appearances for the respondent.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Same appearance for the Vice President.
Clerk of court is instructed to kindly bring the witness that was testifying yesterday. I believe Mr. Kalilong.
Your Honor, the prosecution is ready for the continuation of the presentation of our first witness, NBI Agent Kalilong. And with that, Your Honor, we would like to request that Attorney Virgil Ligutan, Attorney Amado Ligutan be recognized, Your Honor.
For the record, Attorney Ligutan will be representing the counsel for prosecutors, and on the part of the respondent, it'll be Attorney Narvasa. That will be correct? By the way, while
Yes,
we're
Your
waiting
Honor.
for the witness, Attorney Narvasa, if you recall yesterday, Attorney Ligutan, in response to a question by a senator judge, gave a discussion, a peroration, if you will. But yesterday I said we will be giving counsel the same opportunity. I cleared it earlier with Senator Pia Cayetano, who wanted the statements deleted from the record. However, since this is a televised proceeding, nakita na eh, napakinggan na eh. So i-erase ko man sa record, baliwala na lang. The fairest thing to do is to give you an opportunity as well. Attorney Ligutan spent 5 minutes and 18 seconds delivering his discussion. The court will give you the same time after your cross-examination
Your
with a
Honor.
warning. With a warning and reminder from the presiding officer that the presiding officer will not tolerate such perorations again by either party, even if it is in response to a question of a senator judge, and the presiding officer will try to remind as best we can senator judges to let the witnesses present the evidence of both parties instead of the counsels presenting both facts and law through their statements. Senator Judge Cayetano, Alan.
I'd like to thank the presiding officer for prudence, for wisdom in trying to resolve this issue. And I do understand that we are 24 people, all elected by the people, all wanting justice, all wanting a fair trial. Having said that, prudence dictates that we stop ourselves from asking certain questions that can prejudice the whole trial, whether or not our intention is to do so. So the problem is well stated by the presiding officer that if we simply delete from the record, mapapanood nyo na rin naman sa YouTube yung magandang discussion ng prosecution. So, on one sense, it is fair to give the defense a chance to answer. But on another sense, it's unfair. Why? Because whoever phrases the question, lamang na eh. Kasi yung question nga is, why is this an impeachable offense. So for example, if I was the one who stood up yesterday and I asked the prosecution, why is this a political vendetta? And why is the House not investigating the flood control instead of investigating the Vice President? That would be unfair. That would be unfair to the House. That would be unfair to everyone. So simply giving the prosecution the chance to answer that question I asked would be unfair to everyone. So I do not know the solution. I accept the solution of the presiding officer. Now let's not tolerate any more questions like that. I agree with Senator P. I don't like being called out. But that's the role of the presiding officer and the Senate President. No? So sana yun lang, no, na one, when we ask the questions, we'll make sure it doesn't prejudice the whole trial. Whatever we say here, may ma-accuse na lawyering for the prosecution or defense, okay lang yun. Okay lang yun. Sa prayer nga kahapon, di ba? Basta't justice, bahala na magalit. Okay. But my last point, Mr. President, let's give the defense a little latitude in not only answering that question, but what you want to say. Because nga, the question is unfair. So if you're simply going to answer that question, then it won't solve the problem na nakapagsalita sila 5 minutes kayo nakapagsalita. So we'll consider, personally, I'll consider the very eloquent answer yesterday as a sort of a closing. So same, personally lang, Mr. Presiding Officer, give the latitude to the defense na parang closing din na whatever. Because they have affirmative defenses. And they did not push us to hear that. They went straight to trial. So dun din sa mga nagsasabi na delays, ang dami ng objection, that's unfair. No? Let's give everyone latitude here. The same thing, I think, may konting ano sa internet na photocopies are not original and the council was simply citing, tama ba? A Supreme Court decision, no?
And the rules of court.
And the rules of court. So I'm just saying it's an emotional issue. So all of us will be hit, badgered, whatever. I think trabaho naman nung witness natin, bantayan yung internet. So as long as hindi foul, hindi threat. But having said that, Mr. President, let's give each other leeway, but only to the point that the trial will not disintegrate, di ba, into a political fiasco or circus. Thank you, Mr. President.
The remarks of Senator Judge Alan Cayetano are noted. Senator Judge Pia Cayetano now.
Thank you, Mr. President. This will be brief. First of all, I'd just like to confirm that I acknowledge what the presiding officer said, that I agreed. Basically, I'm withdrawing my motion in the interest of fairness, because the delivery of justice is about fairness. So kung nakapagsalita nga ang prosecution with their closing statement, di pwede rin dapat mag-closing statement ang defense, no? So I am amenable to that. But very, very, very briefly, Mr. President, I'd like to put on record, why are we being strict about the rules? Why do I have to bother standing up? Well, because nothing in this world will run well without the rules. Now, my colleagues, the Senate is a basketball-loving Senate. Dami dito, hilig mag-basketball. Kung ako volleyball player, colleagues ko, basketball. I'll use basketball as an example. Will you have a decent basketball game if there's no rules? No, there's rules. That's why we stand up. And then sometimes there are also opportunities to question the rules. That's also fine. But that's why we have to stand up and call the attention of the presiding officer when we feel that the rules are being violated. And we will continue to do so when we believe it is necessary in the interest of justice. Thank you, Mr. President.
The remarks of the lady are noted. Since we are discussing housekeeping chores and matters, let the presiding officer continue with the same. The presiding officer will call for a break midway through in order to afford the parties 15 minutes to relax, go over their notes, and do their thing. In regard to senator judges or counsels for the parties who are not on deck, you're free to answer the call of nature in the least disruptive manner possible and return afterwards outside of the 15 minutes that we will be doing halfway through the proceedings. And finally, a request has been brought to the presiding officer to request as well the senator judges to lower the tone of conversational voices because I think where you're seated is an echo chamber. Naririnig sa iba't ibang sulok ng plenaryong ito yung mga sinasabi din ninyo at hindi rin nakakapag-concentrate yung ilan sa ating mga kasama na nakaupo sa paligiran ninyo. Just a reminder, and one last reminder before I recognize counsel for the respondent, Mr. Calilong, you will be testifying once again and will be undergoing cross-examination under the same oath
Yes, Your
that you
Honor.
took yesterday. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel for respondent, Attorney Narvasa. If you are ready, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Your Honor, may I be allowed to approach a witness?
You may do so.
Thank you, Your
counsel.
Honor. Good afternoon, Mr. Calilong.
Good afternoon, sir.
During your direct examination, you testified that you were trained on photo and video authentication.
Yes, sir.
You said that you were trained for 2 weeks.
Specific for photo and video, sir.
Sir, my questions are answerable by yes or a no. Can you
Yes, sir.
please constrain yourself to these questions, unless I tell you, okay?
Objection to that, Your Honor, please.
And you got this training
Your Honor,
from
Before counsel for respondent proceeds, counsel for the prosecutor to let the presiding officer
Your Honor.
recognize you first. You are so recognized, sir. What is your objection?
Thank you so much. Inasmuch as I would like to accommodate the defense that in asking the question that the witness is to be limited to a yes or no question, Your Honor, please. Unfortunately, Your Honor, please, that's not sanctioned in the rules. There's nothing in our rules that would allow a defense to constrain a witness, even on cross-examination, to answer the questions by a yes or no answer. It's not in the rules. So, Your Honor, please, we cannot constrain a witness to answering either a yes or a no. The witness should be able to qualify. The usual answer by the defense is that it could be handled by the prosecution on redirect. But that is not the case, Your Honor, please. So long as there is nothing in the rules that would allow the defense to constrain the witness to answer yes or no, the prosecution will vehemently object to that, Your Honor,
The
please.
presiding officer
May I, Your
overrules
Honor?
the presiding officer overrules the objection. The counsel for prosecutors can make a continuing objection regarding this matter, but it is the position of the presiding officer that the witness is seasoned enough. According to his testimony yesterday, he has attended over, if I recall correctly, 30 hearings already. So he would know how to respond and to explain if the need would arise. And it's up for counsel for the responding department to strike out whatever answers that are not responsive to his question. Counsel for responding may proceed.
Thank
We
you.
would abide, Your Honor, we would abide.
Thank you, counsel for the prosecutors.
And you testified that you got this training from MaxCore Interventures,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
And you said that the training you got from MaxCore Interventures was in digital forensics.
Yes, sir.
I have with me an articles of partnership of MaxCore Interventures Co. You see that it states that it is the articles of partnership of MaxCore Interventures Co.
Your Honor, may we allow Attorney Stephen Magallon to also approach the witness stand to peruse the document. And of course, at this juncture, Your Honor, please, I have to object.
I have no question yet, Your Honor.
I am objecting to the witness being shown an articles of incorporation. I'm so sorry, a
Articles of
partnership of a partnership, Your Honor, please. Anyways, since the question has not been asked, I will.
Let us wait for the question, counsel. In the meantime, the presiding officer allows counsel for the prosecutors to examine the document being presented to the witness.
And Your Honor, for the reference of the senators, we are flashing this articles of partnership on the screens. Sir, please take a look at page 2 of these articles. Page 2, sir. That's here. Page 1, page 2. Let's read it together, okay? Primary purpose, to engage in the business of trading both import and export of goods on wholesale retail basis. Do you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now on page, the same very same page 2. The secondary purpose. Let's read it together again. Own, use, improve, develop, subdivide, sell, exchange, lease of all kinds, including buildings, houses, apartments, and other structures. Do you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
After that, in the same page 2, the secondary purpose is to print, publish, distribute, buy, sell, acquire rights to and generally deal in all kinds of software packages, books, periodicals, newspapers, magazines, journals, and other publications dealing in or having to do with subjects of all kinds, character, and all acts of things as may time to time be deemed needful, necessary, or required. You see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I'm showing you a screenshot of the website of this MaxScore Interventures Co. It states under About Us. I'm also flashing this on the screen, Your Honors, for the ease of the senator judges.
Your Honor, at this juncture, the prosecution will now manifest that there was no question propounded as to the presentation of the Articles of Partnership. And the counsel is now moving forward to the presentation of an alleged website. Therefore, it seems that the defense counsel is the one presenting the documents without propounding any question to this witness. Highly improper, Your Honor, please. Highly improper. The counsel should be asking question and not presenting document. You will have your turn when the defense team is allowed to present your evidence. 2 documents, no question yet. Highly improper, Your Honor, please. Again, I don't want to put the lawyer on the spot, but that is highly improper. Ask questions.
Your Honor, I did ask questions.
No, there was no question.
Counsel,
Can we ask that the transcript be read back?
Counsel, kindly proceed.
Thank you.
Counsel for the prosecutors, with the understanding that Mr. Calilong is not testifying as to the truth of whatever counsel asked him or what he read, because clearly he's not competent
Agreed, Your
to
Honor.
testify as to the truth of what is contained in the Articles of Partnership. However, as to the fact that he read it and saw it, up to that extent, and the senator judges are so advised as well. So, ordered. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, sir. And I am on cross, Your Honor. Thank you. Sir, under the words About Us, it says MaxScore Interventures has been established as a one-stop source of different products and services intended for both government and private institutions. Its company tagline, Innovation Without Boundaries, stands true testament to provide customers with quality merchandise, from the simplest to the most sophisticated ones at very affordable prices. The company places a long-term business relationship through customer satisfaction on top of its priority list, with integrity and honesty as the foundation of the company. It envisions to evolve into excellence amidst the competitive pace of information technology. You see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, now I'm showing you another screenshot of the website of this MaxScore Interventures Co. You confirm that I'm also flashing this for the ease of the court. Sir,
At this point, Your Honor, please, allowed. The prosecution is allowed.
Counsel for the prosecutor is recognized.
Your Honor, not by way of an objection, but a manifestation, Your Honor, please.
Your Honor, this is,
Wait. I'm
before
not done.
that, I would like to object to your manifestation. Your Honor, there's no objection. Why is the
Your Honor,
prosecutor allowed to manifest during my cross-examination?
Counsel
Honor.
for respondent, kindly wait for the presiding officer to recognize you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is the desire of the counsel for the prosecutors to
I
make
would
a
like to put into record the simple fact, Your Honor, please, that basis has not yet been laid as to the presentation of these documents. He presented an articles of partnership and screenshots of websites without saying who took these screenshots or who, from where did the defense get the articles of partnership. That is only by way of manifestation. No need for the court to rule on that, Your Honor, please.
noted earlier ruling of the presiding officer stands? Counsel may proceed.
Your Honor, may I respond?
No need, counsel. It was not an objection. Please proceed with your cross.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I also state a manifestation, Your Honor? Your Honor, the basis of the defense was laid.
For the record, the chair will allow it just this
Thank you.
once, please.
The basis of the defense was laid when we asked him whether he testified that he got his training as an expert witness from MaxCore Ventures. That's basis,
Counsel,
sir.
please proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, can you take a look at this? Under the words "our products," the products seen there are office supplies and equipment, ICT equipment, software and hardware, investigative equipment, hardware and software, emergency response software, and CCTVs. Do you see that?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Calilong, are you a lawyer?
No, sir.
Yesterday, you testified that you signed the affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I request a copy from the prosecution? I think it is Exhibit P-4-3 in series.
P-4-
3 series.
Your Honor, please, manifestation. The witness, number one, mentioned the affidavit of investigation, but that the witness did not identify the documents. So for the record, Your Honor, please, that document is not yet presented in courts as the documentary evidence, Your Honor, please. So highly improper for the defense to elicit that document through this witness precisely because this witness did not yet identify the affidavit of investigation, Your Honor, please.
Which exhibit is this? I believe he did, counsel, but which exhibit is this?
Exhibit P-4-3 to Exhibit P-4-3BB, Your Honor.
Your Honor, please, if I may, it was not yet identified, but it's pre-marked, Your Honor, please, to be presented by our next witness, Attorney Jeremy Lotto. So highly improper, as much as we want to accommodate the defense.
So who is the signatory in that document? Is it
Your Honor, Mr. Calilong is a signatory to that document.
is one of the signatories?
Yes.
Is one of the signatories. But the counsel for prosecutor is correct. This document has not yet been identified by any of the witness for the counsel for the prosecutors.
Yes.
You will get your chance, counsel for the respondent, when Attorney Lotok testifies later, which I believe is the only exhibit that he will be testifying to.
All right, Your Honor.
Kindly proceed, counsel.
You mentioned a affidavit of investigation, correct?
Yes, sir.
And this affidavit of investigation, you sent a copy to the House of Representatives Committee on Justice.
Yes, sir.
You identified it during the House Committee hearings on April 29, 2025.
Yes, sir.
I'm showing you now an affidavit of investigation. This is marked as Exhibit D-4-46 in series, Your Honor.
D-4-46 and series. Is there a counterpart marking from the Council for Prosecutors?
Yes, Your Honor. This is P-1, P-4-3 to P-4-3BB.
Thank you. For the record.
This annex of this affidavit of investigation has appendages, correct? Annexes.
Yes, sir.
And it forms a whole, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sir, do you confirm that you signed this?
I'm one of the signatories, sir.
Do you want me to have him identify signature? Okay. Your Honor, do you have here, sir? Kaso lang, sir, yung sinumbit mo po, I withdraw, Your Honor. Apart from this affidavit of investigation, dated February 10, are you aware if there is another affidavit of investigation executed by the NBI represented by the Cybercrime Division in relation to this case?
This is the only one that is submitted, sir.
No, executed, signed. My question is
The defense
executed.
cannot argue with the witness, Your Honor, please.
The witness would know how to respond, counsel. If he is not responsive to your question, do not argue with the witness.
Yes, Your
Kindly
Honor.
rephrase.
Apart from this affidavit of investigation, are you aware if there is any other affidavit of investigation signed by the NBI represented by the cybercrime?
Okay, at that juncture, I have to object. Vague, Your Honor, affidavit of investigation signed
Related
by the
to this
FBI.
case, Your
There could
Honor.
be thousands.
Related
of
to this
documents.
case.
If the witness knows, witness may answer. Is there any other affidavit of investigation executed by the NBI cybercrime in relation to this case, witness?
As far as I remember, sir, this is the final affidavit of investigation, sir.
Final affidavit. Are you sure, Agent? Let me remind you that you are under oath.
Yes, sir.
I have with me a certification, a DOJ certification executed by J.V. Lawrence B. Bandung, Senior Assistant State Prosecutor J.V. Bandung. For the record, Your Honor, this is Exhibit D-4-29 for the defense. Do you see this, sir?
Yes, sir.
This certification dated February 5, 2025, states, and I quote, the complaint referral does not contain all the necessary evidence to prove the essential elements of the crime. Therefore, it is recommended that the same be first referred for case buildup. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Now below that, in the second page, below that, under the word notes, number 1, therefore, states, and I quote, that there is no... May I have this flashed on the screen, please? For the ease of the court. So the honorable court can follow. Under notes again, sir. For the record, Your Honor, we are flashing the certification on the screen. Under notes, sir, number 1 therefore states, and I quote, there is no affidavit of the persons who recorded the video entitled VP November 23 Press Con at Batasan through open broadcast software, OBS, and in turn stored it in a digital video disc. Do you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to page 2. On paragraph 7, it states, and I quote, one of the elements of the crime of grave threats is that the offender threatens another with infliction upon the latter's person, honor, or property, or upon that of the latter's family of any wrong amounting to any crime. In the instant complaint, only the NBI executed an affidavit and there was no participation on the part of the offended parties, as it appears. NBI is not the offended party for the crime of grave theft. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Above this, in paragraph 6, it states that, and I quote, Only the minutes of the meeting with several personalities and representatives from various media outfits were submitted. And although the minutes were signed, there was no individual affidavit executed regarding the contents of said minutes. Do you see that, sir?
Yes, sir.
On paragraph 5, it states that, and I quote, the affidavit of one Patria Morales mentioned that she stored these footages in a USB and submitted it to the NBI. However, there was no USB attached to the complaint, only a DVD was attached. There was no detail regarding the contents of this DVD. Do you see that, sir?
Yes.
On paragraph 4, it states, and I quote, Annex L did not indicate who made such TSN. There was also no affidavit of the person who made the TSN. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
On paragraph 3, it states that, and I quote, Annexes I and K, open parenthesis, DVDs with markings NBI-CNN-C-2412-43-6-2 and NBI-CCN-C-24-12436-2, close parenthesis, were not accompanied by an affidavit of the record and TSN. Also affidavit of The one who will execute the TSN.
Yes, sir.
On paragraph 2, it states, and I quote, "The press briefing conducted on October 18 was not recorded and or stored in the DVD, no video submitted, and there was no TSN of the said briefing and the necessary affidavit of the person taking the CSN."
Yes, sir.
Now you are aware, sir, so now, is your memory refresher? Did the DOJ send back the original affidavit of investigation to the NBI?
Yes, sir. As far as
Thank you. Now, you are aware that on February 11, 2025, the NBI, through its then director, retired Judge Jaime B. Santiago, wrote to the Office of the Prosecutor General submitting a revised affidavit of investigation.
Yes, sir.
This is your affidavit of investigation dated February 10, right? February 10, 2025.
So, wait. So, objection, Your Honor. The defense said that this is your affidavit, dated February 10, without showing any document to the
I'm asking,
witness.
sir,
How could the witness answer to a question that is not accompanied with a document? That should be the basis for the question. And, the
and
answer,
this
Your
is
Honors.
your affidavit. I will reform, Your Honor.
Kindly reform, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is your affidavit dated February 10, 2024, correct? Please check. Sorry, sir.
Your Honor, can I make a manifestation, Your Honor, please?
Your Honor, can we
observing-
object again to this manifestation?
Manifestation. I will not even object. I'm being generous. Your Honor,
Counsel,
The
let's wait for the witness to review it. It's a voluminous document. And
Ano,
the signature is on the last page. You can make the corresponding objection to
Signature.
the style, manner, of cross-examination of the counsel for responding at the proper time.
Ayan po. Is this the amended affidavit of investigation?
This is a photocopy of the
Yes, sir.
affidavit, sir.
This is the amended one.
Yes, sir. The photocopy, sir.
Thank you.
With the permission of counsel, Mr. Calilong, what was the date of the first affidavit you submitted that was returned by the DOJ to the NBI?
As far as I remember, January 30. And was, when the certification was issued, we complied with the requirements and submitted it on February 10. That's
Have
why
you
there's no issue.
identified that affidavit of investigation dated January 30 in yesterday's proceedings? No. Yes or no?
Sir?
Have you identified the January 30?
The one that I identified, Your Honor, is the authentication, Your Honor.
Not the affidavit of investigation. So you have not done so.
Yes, sir.
This one, you have not done so too.
Yes, Your Honor.
For the record, counsel, you may proceed.
I'm showing you now a letter dated January 30 from the former NBI Director Jaime Santiago.
Now, I have to object, Your Honor, please. You know, the defense has been confronting this witness with documents, even without marking and identifying the source of these documents.
Your
It's
Honor,
like plucking out of thin air a document, presenting them the document to the witness, and withdrawing the document
Your Honor, that's up
without
to the...
even introducing this piece of evidence, this piece of exhibits into evidence. So my question is, through the presiding officer, is the defense not entering these documents into evidence, Your Honor, please?
They can do so at the proper time, counsel, but insofar as the witness is concerned, I think the basis was laid when he said that he executed only one affidavit of investigation in connection with this case. Now it seems that there are two affidavits,
I would like to make
both of which have not yet been presented. One will be presented, I think, by Attorney Lotok.
Your Honor, for
But
the
the first
record-
one, we're not aware of it. Is that correct, counsel, for the respondent?
Your Honor, he just identified a copy of the affidavit of investigation.
Dated January 30?
April 10, 2025. Your Honor.
April,
February
February
10,
10.
sorry, Your Honor. February 10.
February 10, Your Honor, please.
What about the first affidavit? The witness said he had the first affidavit.
Yes, Your Honor. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
You only cited a January 30 letter
Yes,
of the
Your Honor.
former NBI
I cited, Your Honor, a
Director.
certification by the DOJ returning an affidavit.
And that is now the problem, Your Honor. In fact, even I am confused because the documents are not introduced into evidence by the defense.
Counsel,
As
please proceed and kindly help the court to be
Thank
clarified
you.
regarding this matter.
You mentioned that you mentioned that you were aware that the then director, retired Judge B. Santiago, wrote to the office of the Prosecutor General submitting a revised affidavit of investigation on February 11, 2025. I'm showing you now that letter dated February 11, 2025. For the record, this is Exhibit D-4-43 for the defense.
For the defense, you mean pre-marked? I
Pre-marked.
suppose. Because when you say marked as evidence for the
Pre-marked.
defense, it's not yet. Your turn has, you have yet to present your exhibit, so it should be pre-marked, Your Honor, please.
No, it's pre-marked, and I believe both the defense and the respondent and the prosecution also have common pieces of evidence which should be decided during pre-trial. This is not one of them. which you decided during pre-trial to be marked
It's not one
separately.
of those few common piece of evidence.
Yes, there are a few.
Sir,
Please proceed, counsel, for the respondent. Witness the answer.
there is a signature above the name Judge Jaime B. Santiago. Whose signature is that?
Your Honor, now I would like to object to the relevance. A letter is being, the witness being confronted with a letter coming from the former NBI Director Judge Jaime B. Santiago, and this witness being asked to identify whose signature is that. That's obvious.
I'll allow it conditionally if you can show the relevance
Your Honor.
insofar as your ability to test the credibility and the accuracy of the witness is concerned. In the meantime, I'll allow it. Kindly show the connection, counsel.
Thank you. Sir, whose signature is this?
As far as I remember, signature of the
On the last line of the letter, on the fourth page, sir, please take a look. Last line. It says, and I quote, "To support our recommendations attached herein is the revised affidavit of investigation, including its attachments." Did you see that, Agent?
yes, sir.
Thank you. And you confirmed that the former NBI Director Jaime Santiago wrote to the Prosecutor General, Richard Anthony Di Fadolion, a letter dated January 30, 2025. This is one of the documents that you submitted to the Committee on Justice, correct?
Where's
Okay, I will show you now. May I have this flashed on the screen? Do you recall this document?
January? Yes, sir.
Yes. January 30, 2025 is a date earlier than February 10, 2025, correct?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor,
Has an
Counsel
answer,
for the
Your Honor.
prosecutor.
Your Honor, the witness being asked which
Your Honor, ask and
came
answer.
first. I mean, relevance, Your Honor. Relevance.
Counsel, if the witness knows, and the counsel for respondent will be given the latitude to test the credibility, accuracy, and completeness of the testimony of the witness. But we note your continuing objection, because you already sound frustrated, counsel, in regard to this line of questioning by the
I'm very
counsel for
patient, Your Honor,
respondent.
please. I'm very patient.
The counsel for respondent may proceed. Witness
Thank
may
you.
answer.
He already answered, Your Honor. Thank you. You earlier confirmed that there was actually a certification dated February 5, 2025. You like
Objection of misleading. I don't
I have no
remember
question,
this
Your Honor.
witness.
Let
stating
the
that it
counsel
was-
finish with this question, counsel.
He even read it, Your Honor. You likewise confirmed that in that said certification, dated February 5, 2025, the earlier affidavit of investigation were subject to 7 recommendations. And you confirmed that you read that.
Objection.
Ground
Misleading,
for the
Your Honor,
objection.
please. Now the counsel mentioned 7 grounds. 7 grounds, and I don't remember this witness uttering the term 7 grounds. What I do remember, Your Honor, please, is that this witness was confronted with a certification, a letter, whatever, but now the counsel is now asking this witness to confirm the contents of those certifications or letters. Misleading.
No,
That's
Your-
not allowed during cross. The counsel is now assuming facts that have yet to be established. Can I repeat that? This witness was only confronted with certifications, letters, dated this, dated that. And now, the counsel now asking
Your
Do you
Honor, please,
confirm-
he's
do you
now
confirm,
testifying.
right? Wait, let me finish. Now he is asking this witness to confirm that in that letter there are 7 grounds, as if this witness uttered those words. The ground is misleading, definition. This counsel is assuming facts that have yet to be established through this witness, Your Honor, please.
Counsel, again, the witness is not a newbie. I think he can handle himself and would know how to answer if indeed he is familiar or not with what is being presented to him. And thus far, he has responded based on his knowledge of these documents. Chair will allow it. Witness may answer.
Sir,
Can you repeat the question, counsel?
you confirmed that there was a certification dated February 5, 2025. You likewise confirmed that in said certification,
Your Honor, compound question.
there's no question.
Wait.
Kindly wait for the presiding officer to recognize you before answering.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Much
Please,
obliged, Your Honor.
counsel for the prosecutors, please finish with your objection.
Thank you so much. Can I?
Yes,
Your
please
Honor,
proceed, counsel.
compound questions. The witness is now being confronted with 2 successive questions without allowing this witness to answer the first question. What makes a compound question?
No need to lecture, counsel. Counsel for respondent, please reform.
Your Honor, I had no question. I had no question yet.
Kindly proceed with your question.
Thank you, Your Honor. The earlier affidavit of investigation was subject to 7 recommendations from the DOJ
Vague, Your
for
Honor, please,
case build-up.
objection vague. The earlier investigation, which investigation is the counsel referring to?
We already-
Objection vague.
We already established, Your Honor, there was an earlier one. This is
Overruled again. The witness is competent enough to testify. Overruled. Witness, kindly proceed with your question, counsel.
Yes. In the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025, that you identified, despite DOJ's recommendation number 6 that you earlier read,
Objection, Your Honor, objection.
Sir, Your Honor, I'm not
If
yet
the
finished.
ground is
Can we
already-
wait for the counsel to finish with his question, counsel, please?
Okay, Your Honor.
Question. Sir, there were still no affidavits of the journalists from the media outlets in your affidavit of investigation dated February 10.
Witness, not answer first. Objection, Your Honor, please, misleading.
Why is it misleading, counsel?
The counsel said the earlier affidavit of investigation. In fact, Your Honor, please, he referred to the February 10 investigation. That's not the earlier investigation. That is the final affidavit investigation submitted to the DOJ. Misleading, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
The presiding officer will ask the question. Mr. Witness, did you attach the affidavits of the 2 witnesses that viewed the video of the Vice President in the February 10 affidavit?
Yes, sir. Let me qualify my answer in number 6, sir.
You may do so.
In number 6, sir, the DOJ requested an affidavit to be executed regarding the contents of the minutes. I executed an affidavit attesting to those minutes, sir, which I'm part of the interview, sir.
But was it attached to the February 10 affidavit?
Yes, sir.
Counsel for the respondent, your witness.
thank you. Sir, but there are no affidavits of the journalists from the media outlets, correct? My question is not found there, Your Honor.
Oh, Your Honor, please.
My question is
Your
not found
Honor,
there.
okay, wait. The counsel is confronting the witness with a document, and he propounded
I
questions,
was
and then
not-
he asked another question, and he took the document away. What's
Your
the
Honor,
purpose of that?
I was
Objection,
not-
Your Honor, please.
My question is plain, Your Honor.
Let the
Do you-
witness peruse the document you presented him with. Let
My-
him answer that through a document.
My question is plain, Your Honor.
Your Honor, a witness should be allowed to peruse the document
I am
that he
not-
was confronted with.
Counsels, please. Witness, I think the witness understood the question. Mr. Calilong, you may answer if you understand the question.
I will repeat the question. Your Honor.
Kindly repeat, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is still no affidavits of the journalists from media outlets appended on your revised affidavit of investigation, sir.
May I qualify my answer?
No, sir.
Oh.
Just answer a yes or no.
Kindly look at the document presented to you. On redirect, counsel can make you explain the disparity, if any. question is simple. Are the affidavits attached to the affidavit of investigation?
May I see the question number 6?
Your Honor, my question does not relate to question number 6.
Kindly show the witness, counsel.
I
It
will.
will enable him to give an intelligent answer.
Can we
to your
please
question.
flash certification and put it to paragraph number 6?
The paragraph number 6 states that only the minutes of meeting with several personalities and representatives from various media outfits were submitted. Although the minutes were signed, there were no individual affidavit executed regarding to the content of the minutes. On this,
Okay, sir. I have no
So the
question.
answer is the affidavits are not attached.
I have executed an affidavit, sir.
No, the
Sir,
affidavits of the two journalists are not attached. I think that's the only question of
Yes, sir.
counsel for the respondent.
Thank you, Your Honor. Instead, sir, as you confirmed, what you appended to the affidavit of investigation are affidavits of NBI agents, correct?
Yes, sir.
Not the journalists who were present
The one
during the November 23, 24 press conference.
The one who interviewed, sir.
Yeah, the one into it. Not the journalists.
Yes, sir.
Ask and answer, Your Honor.
Sir, in the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025 that you identified, despite DOJ's recommendation number 7, can we show again DOJ recommendation number 7? In the certification dated February 5, 2025, it is still the NBI Cybercrime Division that is the complainant.
I believe this is answered on the letter of the director, sir.
Sir, my answer is answerable by yes and no. The complainant is still the NBI Cybercrime Division.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. The supposed offended parties in this case would be President Bongbong Marcos,
Yes, sir.
the First Lady Lisa Marcos,
Yes, sir.
the former Speaker of the House Martin Romualdez.
Yes, sir.
Did President Marcos appear before the NBI during its investigation?
No, sir.
Did the First Lady Lisa Marcos appear before the NBI during its investigation?
No, sir.
Did the former Speaker Martin Romualdez appear before the NBI during its investigation?
No, sir.
Sir, I'm showing you again for the record the affidavit of investigation. Sir, did you attach to that affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025, an affidavit of the President Marcos?
Only the responses, sir.
Sir, listen to my question.
Just
Did
the
you-
answer.
Your Honor, he did not answer, so I am entitled to ask again.
Not responsive. The question was, Mr. Witness, did you attach the affidavit of President Marcos to the February 10 affidavit?
No, sir.
Did you attach an affidavit of the First Lady Lisa Marcos on your affidavit?
No, sir.
Did you attach an affidavit of former Speaker Martin Romualdez on your affidavit of investigation?
No, sir.
To your knowledge, if you know, sir, did President Marcos file any criminal complaint against Vice President SARA Duterte as a result of the November 23, 2024 online press conference?
He made a statement.
No, sir. My question is, if you know, did the President file any criminal complaint against the Vice President?
I have no personal knowledge.
Did the First Lady Lisa Araneta Marcos file any criminal complaint against VP Sara?
I have no personal knowledge.
How about the Speaker Martin Romualdez? Did he file any criminal complaint against VP Sara as a result of the November 23, 2024 online press conference?
I have no personal knowledge.
Did you really investigate this case?
Oh, Your
Withdrawn, Your Honor.
argumentative,
Withdrawn.
Your Honor, please.
Withdrawn.
Did you really investigate this?
How about
Questions,
the Speaker,
withdrawn.
Martin Romualdez? In other words, sir, the alleged offended parties were not included as complainants in the case you filed with the Department of Justice.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. And despite the fact that the NBI Cybercrime Division did not comply with recommendations number 6 and number 7 in the certification date February 5, 2026, it nevertheless filed the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025 that you had identified today.
Can I qualify my answer, sir?
No, sir. Just answer.
Witness may be allowed to answer according to how he wishes to explain. You may proceed, Mr. Witness, to answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. For this case po, we complied with the requirements of the DOJ. That's why we secured a second certification wherein our documents is enough for preliminary investigation, sir.
Okay. Thank you. And this certification is a certification dated February 5, 2025, correct?
Kindly show the witness a
This is
document.
not the new certification, sir.
Oh, sorry, sir. So, apologies, Your Honor. February 11. This was also executed by Senior Assistant State Prosecutor J.V. Lawrence B. Bandong, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now let's discuss the nature of the investigation you conducted. You claimed in your affidavit, sir, affidavit of investigation, that the NBI began its investigation into the VP's remarks because it was directed by the DOJ to do so.
Motu proprio and directed, sir.
There, okay. Do you understand what you just said, sir?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Oh. Can I
I'm
object
asking,
to that,
sir.
Your Honor, please?
I'm asking, sir. It makes sense, Your Honor.
Argumentative counsel. Move on.
Mutu proprio, sir, means,
Oh, no, objection. You cannot lecture, counsel. This is
sir, what does mutu
cross-examination.
you mentioned mutu proprio. What does it mean?
Even without a complainant, we started the investigation, sir.
Are you sure, sir?
Oh, argumentative. Are you sure,
I-
sir?
Move on,
Are
counsel.
you sure,
Move on.
sir?
How, how about direct investigation? What does that mean?
Your Honor, okay, never mind.
Bonito naman ang musika, sila ibaron para sa kanila na otra.
Y con esto uno piensa que está sentado en el piso, en el suelo bajo. A mí no me di mucho, mira.
Sí. Sin ensalada naman.
Pero sin esa, no. Gracias.
Maybe the DOJ or the...
Above. But referring apparently to only the DOJ. In this particular instance.
We submit, Your Honor.
Please proceed.
You confirmed that the NBI Cybercrime Division is the complainant in the case against the Vice President, and that the DOJ filed this with the NBI filed this with the DOJ.
Objection, compound,
No,
Your Honor. That's a
no
compound
question, Your Honor. That was just a statement.
Counsel.
Oh, exactly. Your Honor, a
Is laying the
statement.
is laying the basis for a question. Go to your question, counsel.
Is under the Department of Justice.
Notice of that.
Your Honor, I'm on cross, Your Honor.
I know, but
I'm
sir,
on cross.
there are things that
No.
need not be discussed.
Your Honor, please.
Cannot-
Your Honor, please.
Counsel, let's give him some latitude.
Secretary-
Although we
obliged.
can take judicial notice of that, it's part of his cross-examination.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. The Secretary of Justice is meanwhile the head of the DOJ, correct?
Yes, sir.
The Secretary of Justice exercises control and supervision over the NBI.
Yes, but even
No more questions.
The witness
Yes
is
or no,
answering.
Mr. Witness? If you know.
Can you repeat, sir?
Mr. Witness?
The Secretary of Justice exercises control and supervision over the NBI. Yes or no?
We are under, sir. But we're independent.
So you do not know.
Oh, Your Honor, that's argumentative.
Sir,
So
are
do
you-
not know?
All right, Your Honor. Are you aware of Book 4, Chapter 8,
Oh.
Supervision and Control of the Admin Code?
Your
Section
Honor.
39. Your Honor, I have no
Your Honor.
question yet.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
So for the prosecutor, let the counsel for respondent finish his
Yes,
question.
Your Honor.
Section 39 there, Secretary's authority. The Secretary shall have the supervision and control over the bureaus, offices, and agencies under him. Supervision and control. Sir, my question is this. Is the NBI, the National Bureau of Investigation, under a bureau under the Department of Justice?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And sir, the President has control over all executive departments, correct?
I believe so, sir.
The DOJ is one of those executive departments, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the current President is Ferdinand Marcos Jr., correct?
We agree to that. That's judicial notice.
Your Honor, please. Yes or
There's
no?
no other president.
Oh, he answered already, Your Honor.
Already asked and answered.
The head of the executive branch is President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., correct?
Yes, sir.
The very same Ferdinand Marcos Jr., who you said was an offended party, President Duterte.
Yes, sir.
So, in other words, the NBI investigated and filed the complaint. The DOJ directed the investigation and will determine whether the case should proceed. Offended party, President Marcos, is the constitutional head of the executive branch,
Objection.
exercising control over both the DOJ and the NBI. I withdraw, Your Honor. I withdraw. I withdraw, Your
Is the
Honor.
ground
I
is-
withdraw.
Oh, Your Honor. It's even more compound question.
Nothing to object to.
Several
Withdraw,
subject
Your Honor.
matters.
Withdraw.
Counsel, move on.
Withdraw.
Sir, you testified earlier that you investigated the Vice President in relation to the press briefing that she conducted on November 23, 2024.
Yes, sir.
This investigation by the NBI Cybercrime Division was started after the conduct of the November 23, 2024 press briefing of the Vice President, correct?
Yes, sir.
So basically, to put it simply, the investigation was done after the supposed incident on November 23, 2024.
The same day, sir.
The same day, but after.
Oh, Your Honor, the same day then after.
Same, not respond.
Fire question.
Same day,
The
same day.
investigation was done after, later than, the supposed incident on November 23, 2024.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You mean to say later that day?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because how can you investigate something that hasn't happened yet?
Correct.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed.
Sir, you're not one of the participants of the press conference on November 23, 2025, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you do not have personal knowledge about what transpired during that press briefing, correct?
It was live streamed, sir.
You did not watch that live stream, correct? In real time.
Yes, sir.
You only acquired knowledge about it when you started investigating later that day.
Yes, sir.
You also do not have personal knowledge of the alleged threats made by the Vice President during that press conference. Press briefing, sorry.
After the press briefing.
After. You only acquired knowledge about it when you started investigating.
Yes, sir.
You also do not have personal knowledge of the alleged assassin that was allegedly hired by the Vice President.
It came to my knowledge upon...
Personal knowledge, sir.
No, sir.
Now, during your testimony yesterday, you mentioned that during your investigation on the November 23, 2024 press briefing conducted by the Vice President, you preserved a copy of said press briefing through open source investigation, correct?
Preserve a copy through open broadcast software studio.
Okay, thank you for that correction. One of the videos that you were able to preserve in relation to your screen recording of the November 23, 2024 press by the Vice President, right?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I the very same USB be unsealed and shown by the exhibit P-4-10 be unsealed and shown the witness.
Counsel for the prosecutor so instructed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay ka na po?
November 20.
This is exhibit P-4-10, I believe. Your Honor, may I request that he unseal the USB and that it be allowed to be played?
Which part, counsel?
Your Honor, we will play various parts of not the whole,
That's what I was worried about.
Yes, Your Honor. We understood by the faces of the honorable members of the court, Your Honor. I will get to that.
Witness may open the seal. And counsel for the prosecutors is instructed to accompany one of the counsels for the respondent in the tech booth to make sure that it's the same USB being presented.
For the record, Your Honor, the witness is opening the prosecution's exhibit P-4.
I have unsealed the flash drive, sir.
Counsel, this is the understanding, okay, very much like yesterday, that this USB will again be sealed and signed by both parties.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, may request that this be played. Here, brother. Sorry.
Counsel for the prosecutors, kindly accompany a representative from the counsel of the respondent to the tech booth to make sure the same USB to be played. Kindly just guide us through. Counsel Attorney Narvaza, as regards to timestamps.
Thank you.
That it's not going to be the whole 2 hours.
Yes, Your Honor.
Waiting.
Senator Judge Pia Cayetano, what is your pleasure, ma'am?
Yes, if it's possible, Mr. President, if our secretariat can install a monitor here, because Kaka-stiff-neck na po ako watching this. And it really doesn't look nice that I'm slouched there looking this way. So, and then this one here is a little bit, not for videos, but for the copies of affidavit, it's quite difficult. So if they can put one here,
Secretariat.
the others want another, but I can speak for those in the front row we would like to request. Thank you.
The clerk of court rather is instructed to kindly install a TV monitor in front of the tables of the counsel for the parties instead of at the witness stand. Both sides. Underneath the table of the counsel for the parties, Senator Judge Pia. Counsel, for the record and for reference, kindly identify the timestamp that you will be playing. I presume in chronological order.
Your Honor, for the record, we are showing .00.
Si Ben?
No. No,
.27 to 000220 of the November 23 that you identified yesterday, sir. Your Honor, may we ask that the video be played at those specific timestamps?
I did an apology. And then, ang sabi po nila, I just have to do an MR. Then I did an MR, but they did not rule on it. And then suddenly they have an order transferring me. When ang nauna naman na order ng final ng lawyers namin was an MR to lift that order. That was the procedure. If they were not able to rule on that, how were they able to come up with an order, to transfer me to the Women's Correctional in the dead of the night? I mean, bakit ganun? Wala na bang rights yung mga tao? They just go to your room and then just get... Wala, bakit? I don't understand.
Your Honor, may I ask that the video be stopped? Sir, do you know who that is in the screen, in the video that you identified?
Attorney Sulaika, as far as I remember, sir.
And Attorney Zulaika, as far as you remember, Attorney Zulaika is who in relation to the Vice President? You may answer not a yes or no question.
As far as I remember, she is the COS.
Porque mucho tiempo.
Como 30 años.
¿30?
25 años.
¿5 años?
COS meaning chief. And she is there in that video because she was cited in contempt by the House of Representatives, correct? If you are aware, you're the investigator.
Prior to the...
Sir, my question again.
The witness
Let
is
the
about to
witness
answer.
answer. Witness is in the process of answering.
Prior to the scene, I have no personal knowledge, but based on her statement during the video, I think it was mentioned.
So you didn't investigate the things that happened prior to the scene, correct? Sir, yes or no?
We have investigated, sir.
You didn't investigate.
Oh,
I did, sir. That's why there's an October 18, sir.
So what happened before that? If you investigated, what
I
happened?
say I don't have personal knowledge, sir.
Sir.
Because I'm not present during that time, sir.
Witness is not responsive. The question was, what happened prior to this video, this particular clip of the video? If you know, given that you investigated the incident, as you said.
As far as I remember, there is a hearing in the House of Representatives.
What committee, sir?
I can't remember the committee, sir.
What happened, sir?
COS was cited in contempt, sir.
By who, sir?
I can't remember the exact, sir.
But you investigated. I withdraw, Your Honor. Can we play, let me show you timestamps around 002832 to 002933. This is the same prosecution's exhibit P-4-10. That is the video you identified yesterday. Your Honor, may we request that that video be played?
Hindi ako lalabas.
Pwede magtanong. Sorry. Jason, if I may. Sorry. Go on. So after you pushed back attorney, they left the room, no? Tama ba? Did they appreciate that detail accurately?
Because I think alam ko naman nila na mali yung ginagawa nila. Hindi na for people in the dead of the night. What is that? It's di ba, official business hour. Kasi hindi naman po ako criminal eh. I am not a criminal. I am already here in their facility. I have assured them already that I will attend their hearing on Monday. So why will they treat me like that? So that's why I said I want my lawyer.
Stop, please. Sir, did you consider this in making your evaluation in the revised affidavit of Investigation dated February 10, 2025?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now let me show you timestamps around 003305 to 003432 of the November 23, 2023 press briefing as contained in the video that you identified yesterday, the prosecution's Exhibit P-4-10. Your Honor, may we request that
You're online, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
I would not have pushed that there by myself if I didn't feel that I was being threatened. My life is being threatened. As you know, I'm sure you saw in the game that my back hurts. I cannot parang lift everything. I cannot. But dahil natakot ako, I feared for my life. I really pushed that myself. Because hindi lang to harassment. This is really a threat to my life. They gang up on you in the middle of the night. Huh? How is that done? Isn't that a threat to my life? Alam nila that I'm sick. I have said that repeatedly, but the doctor came here.
Stop. Thank you. Sir, did you investigate the threats to Attorney Zuleika's life?
We need a complaint for this one. That's why
Yes or no, sir? Did you investigate?
we did not, because there's not a
You
there's
did
no
not.
complaint.
Okay, thank you.
The motto pro
No question, sir.
If the witness may be allowed to answer, Your Honor.
I had no question.
Already answered.
Did you consider this part in marked in making your evaluation in the revised affidavit?
Asked and answered. He said
This is a
yes
different
earlier.
part, Your Honor. This is a
It's a
different
different
part. Did you
Witness may
consider
answer.
this part in your evaluation, the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025?
yes, sir.
Okay, so despite considering these parts of the aforesaid videos, the NBI still recommended the filing of complaints for grave threats and inciting to sedition only against the Vice President. Yes?
May I qualify my answer, sir?
No, sir. Yes or no?
There's a reason why I...
Sir, your counsel may ask you questions. This is my turn.
Proper
Sir?
subject matter for redirect.
So, despite
Counsel,
considering these parts of the videos shown to you, the NBI still recommended the filing of complaints for grave threats and inciting to sedition against only the Vice President.
Yes, sir.
Now, in the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025, in page 15, paragraph 40 thereof, it is stated there, and I quote, "We unanimously believe that Vice President Duterte may be held liable for grave threats defined and penalized under Article 282 of the Revised Penal Code, and inciting to sedition defined and penalized under Article 142 of the Revised Penal Code in relation to RA 10175 or the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. You see that, sir, right?
Yes, sir.
This conclusion was reached by you together with other affiants of the revised affidavit of investigation dated February 10, 2025, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, sir, you mentioned that you're not a lawyer, right?
Asked and answered.
Asked and answered.
To date, we are
Counsel.
are you aware if any court has convicted the Vice President for grave threats over what transpired on November 23, 2024?
As far as I know, not yet, sir.
Not yet.
As far as you know, Mr. Witness, as far as you know, no.
No, sir.
Proceed, counsel.
To date, thank you, Your Honor. To date, are you aware if any court has convicted the Vice President for inciting to sedition over what transpired on November 23, 2024?
No, on my personal knowledge, sir.
Thank you. But you're the complainant, right?
Argumentative, Your Honor.
I was just asking.
Sustain, move
Ask
on.
and answered, argumentative, and you withdraw your question, improper.
Attached to the revised affidavit of investigation, which you identified and submitted to the DOJ and the Committee on Justice, is your affidavit of transcription of the press conference on November 23, 2024. I am showing you this now. For the record, sir, Your Honor, I will show the... Can you check? Sir, please take a look. Can you please state in the for the record? This is your affidavit of transcription.
Yes, sir, this is photocopy of my affidavit of transcription, sir.
This refers to the press conference on November 23, 2024.
Yes, sir.
You signed this on December 20, 2024.
Yes, sir.
Sir, please take a look at your paragraph 2. Let's read it together. In relation to the ongoing investigation, the undersigned was tasked to transcribe the screen-recorded video of the press conference of Vice President Sara Duterte on 23 November 2024, which was saved on a DVD. You read that, sir?
Yes, sir.
On paragraph 3 thereof, let's read it together. The undersigned transcribed the video mentioned above which resulted in a CCD transcript hereto attached.
Yes, sir.
You read that, sir? And 4, I hereby certify that the above-mentioned digital evidence has been faithfully transcribed and that has not been edited, altered, or changed in any way. Did you read that, sir?
Yes, sir.
And I am, on number 5, paragraph 5, I am executing this affidavit to attest to the truth of the foregoing facts and circumstances and for whatever legal intent and purpose it may serve.
Yes,
Did you read that, sir?
Yes, sir.
These statements of yours, this affidavit of yours, these were all done under oath, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were offered as an expert in digital forensic examination with a whopping 2 weeks of training. Do you confirm that that transcription of the screen-recorded video of the press conference of VP Sara Duterte on the 23 November 2024 has been faithfully transcribed?
I don't remember that I was introduced as expert, but a competent witness.
Okay, sir, but my question is, the press conference of VP Sara Duterte, the transcription of the screen-recorded video of the press conference of VP Sara Duterte on 23 November 2024 was faithfully transcribed by you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, attached to this affidavit is the transcript, correct? Can you please take a look?
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, may I ask again that the video, parts of the video be played of the press conference on November 23, 2024. Let's go through it together, sir. First, let's go to around timestamp 00446. Your Honor, may I request that the video be played? Sir, please.
Are you going to file? Are you going to trigger the filing?
I am not leaving this room. I am here in the House of Representatives detention facility for 5 days until the hearing on Monday. Nobody can come in here and demand to transfer me in the middle of the night. I have my right.
Okay, ma'am.
Any crime. I am not leaving this room.
Stop.
Okay.
You heard that, sir? Do you want to repeat it?
I heard it.
You heard it. Sir, In the first, you see also where that part is. Can you see it?
Start with the question with Red Mendoza.
Okay, after that's Zuleika Lopez. Did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Witness, kindly speak to the mic.
Yes, Your Honor.
You heard, she said, I am not leaving this room. I am a detainee here in the House of Representatives detention facility for 5 days until the hearing on Monday. That is the first sentence, sir. My question is this. Does your affidavit, does your transcript have the words a detainee?
Can you repeat the video, sir?
Okay, let's do it. Please repeat, please play for the video
Is
again.
instructed to kindly play the video timestamped identified by counsel for respondent.
I am not leaving this room. I am here in the House of Representatives detention facility for 5 days.
That part that the detainee is inaudible. The only I heard that
You heard the, correct?
yes.
Are the words or the sounds there?
Here.
Here.
Yes.
Here. Okay. Please play. How about the last part of the paragraph? She said, I have my rights. I am not accused of any crime. I am not leaving this room. Does your paragraph in your transcript have the word accused after not?
Can you play the
Please play the video again.
Speak to the microphone.
Thank you, instructed to play the video. Witness is instructed to speak to the mic.
Demand to transfer me in the middle of the night. I have my rights. I haven't of any crime. I am not leaving this room.
More? Play, please.
Okay po, ma'am. Yun lang po, ma'am. Thank you po, ma'am.
Wait. Back.
Any other question?
0446, please.
I'm sorry, ma'am, kasi I understand, ma'am. Ma'am, this is my last question and I'm very much sorry. I'm triggered na po ba, ma'am, the firing?
I am not leaving this room. I am here in the House of Representatives detention facility for 5 days until the hearing on Monday. Nobody can just come in here and demand to transfer me in the middle of the night. I have my rights. I haven't of any crime. I am not leaving this room.
Stop.
Okay po, ma'am.
Is the word accused in your transcript?
what I heard is root, sir,
The root.
of any crime.
The root of any crime.
Yes, sir.
Let's play 001238. Can you please go to 001238?
So that sabi nila sa akin, you notice it during the hearing, sinuspend po ng chairman Chua yung
Stop, please.
Your Honor, please. Now, I'm now registering my objection as to the relevance, Your Honor, please. If I may explain, Your Honor, of this line of questioning, Your Honor, please, if I may.
Counsel may explain his objection.
Your Honor, please. This witness already identified the video containing the contents of that press conference on November 23, 2024. And the counsel is now confronting this witness whether there are minuscule portions of the 2-hour video like detainee, accused, whether this appear in the transcription. Now the basis for the objection is irrelevant. How can it be relevant? How can it be relevant, assuming but not conceding that these two minuscule words, detainee and accused, are not reflected in the transcript, when in fact this witness said he investigated not only on the basis of the transcript, but on the basis